Welcome to GameJam Grid and Play. In this GameJam, participants were tasked with creating games that incorporate grid mechanics into their gameplay. We had 6 independent judges who evaluated each game based on internal criteria, focusing on whether the game had a good hook and if it was original and creative. Now let's take a look at the games that were submitted. TNT Run by Den GLG. Sun Dragon Temple by Woke Zombie. Ink Astro by B-Team. Toon Trial by Mynil Echoverse. Azul by Iratos. Celestria by Vivox. Dungeon Escape by Almaya Studio. Floor is Cake 2 by Touche Studio. Dragon Fair by Voxellari Studio. Fizzy Potato by Ixura and Abart. Blowfly by Dankoi and Friends. Portal by Genius381. Thank you all the participants of GameJam Grid and Play. I'm so thrilled to see the creativity and effort put into each submission. Now it's time to announce the winners. Please keep in mind that these evaluations are subjective and different judges may have different perspectives. We appreciate the effort and creativity put into each submission. If you're not into top 5, it doesn't mean you're a bad game designer. On the contrary, you're great because you have the courage and creative energy to participate and grow. Without further ado, here are the top 5 winners of GameJam Grid and Play. 5th place goes to Sun Dragon Temple by Woke Zombie. Pros: unique and original idea. I love that you can adjust game visual settings, for example, remove lighting or details. It's a very clever performance-saving solution. The game does have a sense of urgency, and a little bit of adrenaline rush inside the tummy is always welcome. Cons: Sun Dragon Temple was mostly focusing on the game mechanics and not the environment. The game is built using generic TheSandbox assets, which is not bad but not unique either. Sometimes things don't work right with the treasure boxes, and I'm not sure if that's the game's fault or not. Overall, the game's angle is interesting and I like to see it work with more than one player. 4th place goes to Dungeon Escape by Almaya Studio. Pros: this game features intuitive controls and clear instructions, making it easy to navigate your character across the board. The element of surprise each time you open a chest contributes to engaging gameplay. You might receive an axe to combat guardians or book that provides insights for neutralizing them. The consistent style and eerie deep red color palette greatly enhances the game's immersive quality. Cons: more random elements across the grid like spikes or sticky straps could add the unpredictability and challenge. Initially, I assumed the stairs would lead to a new level, but I now understand this demo is more performance focused. 3rd place goes to Azul by Iratos. Pros: this is a tower defense and strategy game which also has a quite good story. You can feel the atmosphere and the tension inside the game through the simple story that is being told to you. The grid mechanics are seamlessly incorporated into the narrative, enhancing the gameplay experience significantly. There's a good strategic element to it, it's satisfying and rewarding. The game can glitch, especially with the first barracks overproducing soldiers. It overshadows the need for other buildings, affecting the game's depth. The imbalance between too many allied soldiers and not enough enemies simplifies the strategy, which could be improved for a more challenging experience. 2nd place goes to Toon Trial by Mynil Echoverse. Pros: it feels like you're on a cool adventure in a space or a secret base underground. The game makes good use of the grid and it gets harder in a fun way. You've got to stay sharp all the time. Cons: there's a glitch that you can make extra obstacles appear, which shouldn't happen. After playing for a while, it starts to feel the same and loses its spark, but hey, it's okay, we're evaluating potential here. And finally, the game that didn't score less than 4 points from each judge is Celestria by Vivox. Celestria is a cute and astounding game. Once you're in, you can feel how its atmosphere captures your attention. The art feels quite polished, and each step is calculated. The more turns you use to solve a problem, the fewer stars you'll receive in the end. The grid mechanic is original and well executed. It might not be the central feature of the experience, but it definitely adds a thoughtful dimension to gameplay. I love the main character, especially the slow movement pace. The game's originality, which makes it stand out, also introduces a flaw. The sensor for each block is sometimes buggy, and the game tracks your moves even if you haven't touched a new grid plate yet. Although this demo feels polished, it still seems to lack unpredictable elements, making the experience a little too staticky. Congratulations to the winners. To be honest, it was hard to pick the best game because everyone was so good. All games stood out, showcasing originality, creativity, and effective use of grid mechanics. I commend your dedication and innovation. Once again, congratulations to the winners and thank you to everyone involved in Game Jam Grid and Play. See you on the next one. It was me, Gikis. Bye bye.